Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the two F notes on rates. After this, you should be able to find rates using various measurements and being able to convert those measurements into the correct units. So let's start right off with an example. Okay, we're going to call this example A because it's not actually in your book. Okay, so this example, we have find the average speed in miles per hour of a car that travels 39 miles in 53 minutes. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that you can go through and figure this out. I'll show you several of those. So, first way I'm going to show you is, let's say we've got, okay, so they travel 39 miles in 53 minutes. So we would do 39 miles per, and the per basically means that's our little fraction piece of our ratio, per 53 minutes, right? So we want the average speed in miles per hour. This gives us miles per minute. So again, we can just use our little stoichiometry trick, and we want to get rid of the minutes, so we got to put minutes up here, and we want to end up with miles per hour, so we need hours down here. So we know that 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Again, that's nice because the minutes cancel out. So then we would just multiply this out. 39 times 60 and then divide by 53. Okay, so when you do that, you end up finding that you get 44.2, and again we'll put miles per hour. Alright. Honestly, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. I will show you another way or two, and you can decide. I don't care how you do it, as long as you get it figured out correctly. That's fine by me. I've seen some other people do it this way. They take 53 minutes, and then they figure out how many hours that is. So you take 53 minutes divided by 60 minutes, and that would give you 0.883 hours. And so then they would take 39 miles in 0.883 hours, and if you calculate that out, you should get exactly what we got here, 44.2 miles per hour. Oops. So that would be that there. Okay. Again, there are some other ways to do that, but I honestly think this first way is probably the easiest, and then you can also do it this way if you like. And again, if there's other ways that work out for you, go for it. All right. So let's now take a look at example 17 from page 55. Okay, so example 17, page 55, tells us that we want to convert 35 apples bought for $9.45 to a rate of cents per apple. So again, they tell you right in the problem how to set it up. It's cents per, again that's our ratio, or the rate sign, cents per apple. So the cents has to go on top, so that's 945 cents for 35 apples. Right? Now if you divide that out, you end up finding that you get 27 cents per apple. Alright? So that's converting that to cents per apple. Alright? Let's take a look at example 18 from page 55. So the example states the suburb A covers 6.3 kilometers squared and has a population of 28,700 people, while suburb B has covers 3.9 kilometers squared and has a population of 16,100 people. And the question is, which suburb is more heavily populated? Which suburb is more heavily populated? Okay, so to do that, we just have to find the density of each suburb. Okay, so again, you're going to think of it as people per kilometer, right? Per square kilometer. So for suburb A, we're going to put let's see, we're going to put the population 28,700 people. For 6.3 square kilometers. Now let's calculate that out. Okay, so we get 28,700, and we're going to divide that by 6.3. We get 455. Well, I guess we can round up to 456 people per kilometer squared. So, sorry, 4,556 people per kilometer squared. A better way to write that would be people per kilometer squared. Okay. Let's figure out what population suburb B is at. So for B, we're going to put 16,100 people and divide that by 3.9 kilometers squared. Okay, so calculating that out, 16,100 divide by 3.9, and we get 4128. 4128 people per square kilometer. Okay, so in looking at that, it says which one is more heavily populated, so that's going to be the bigger one. So that would be this here is the most heavily populated. So suburb A is more heavily populated. Okay, and that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.